So, folks, I have a theory that I know many of you were here 2 weeks ago when Marvinetta gave a really great talk about the 4 C's and what you carry with you in your suitcase. And I feel, because Elizabeth and I were up front, that that little baby had the courage to commit to coming early, and that next day, we've got a baby. So if you don't follow her on Facebook, how big was Niall?
4 pounds, 12 ounces.
412, a little peanut of a child, but good-looking kid. Mom and son are home and healthy, and everything's going great for them. So we are going to continue to just keep them in the light, knowing that everything's great. And I mean, if a boy's coming out that early, that kid's going to be a spitfire. So, and also, as I know many of you know, that her husband has such curly hair, the little baby already has a curl as well. So, with that, my name is John Moody. I'm your music director for today. We are happy to welcome Emma Peterman here. That's going to be with us for about a month or so, and we're happy to have her. We've got Dr. Joanne Rome doing special music, as well as song leading too. So, if you are ready and able, please rise as we kick off our congregational selections.
Use me, oh God, I stand for you. When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hits my eyes, and something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. And I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day.
Lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day,
A lovely day.
lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day.
Day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way. Then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day.
Lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely
A lovely day.
lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day.
When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day.
Lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day,
A lovely day.
lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely
A lovely day.
lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. That's it,
A
folks.
lovely day.
Lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day.
A lovely day.
You have no idea how happy I am to see all of your beloved faces this morning. Welcome to Unity of Kalamazoo, where spirituality is practical, love is inclusive, and transformation is real. This is a community of people who want to live with deeper meaning, greater compassion, and a faith that works in everyday life. We gather to deepen our relationship with God as we understand God, to pray, to support one another, and to become a healing presence in the world. You all are a healing presence today. No matter who you are or where you are on your journey, you belong here. Let's take this moment to pause, to breathe, to arrive, and to open ourselves to something good. Good morning, friends. My name is Beth Odekirk, and I am so glad we get to be together today. We offer our thanks and gratitude to everyone who has made the service possible today. This is a community effort, and your contributions are appreciated and valued. If you haven't already done so, please invite your phone into the silence so we can be fully present to each other during our time together this morning. It's worth a double check. If you are joining us for the first time, we trust this will be a memorable day for you to remind you of who you truly are at a spiritual level, to ground you in what works as you move through life. If you care to, please fill out this connection card, which is a little bit new. You can find it in the pew back in front of you, and leave that with an usher at the welcome desk on your way out. That way we can connect with you and share details of our weekly activities here and in the community. Now, I will get us grounded in today's daily word for Sunday, August the 16th, 2026, and the word for today is prosperity. I am prosperous in all ways. To be prosperous may include financial wealth and possessions, but it is so much more. It includes spiritual wealth and health, as well as joy and satisfaction. Today, I focus on the ways in which I am prosperous, and I realize the many ways I am blessed. I experience prosperity through my material comforts, but I also feel prosperous through the amazing functioning of my physical body and my active mind. I am prosperous through the spiritual bond I have with God and the deep peace it gives me. I am grateful for my prosperity in its many manifestations. I give thanks I am thoroughly blessed and prospered in mind, body, and soul. And from Isaiah 60, verse 5, then you shall see and be radiant. Your heart shall thrill and rejoice, because the abundance of the sea shall be brought to you. The wealth of the nations shall come to you. Now let's once again say good morning to our songbird. Is it Dr. Joanne? Sorry, I left that off a little bit earlier. Who's blessing us with her gifts again today.
I came upon a child of God, and he was walking along the road. get ourselves back to the then I can walk beside you. I have come here to lose the smog, and I feel a calling something turning at the sun told me. Or maybe it's the time of man. I don't know who I am, but you know that life is for learning. We are stardust. We are golden, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden. By the time we got to Woodstock, we were 500,000 strong, and everywhere there was song and celebration. I dreamed I saw the bombers riding shotgun in the sky, and they were turning into butterflies above our nation. We are stardust, billion-year-old carbon. We are golden, caught in the devil's bargain, and we've got to get ourselves back to the
Good morning. I am Reverend John McLean, and it's a delight of my life that I get to be here with you on Sunday mornings. And, this is one of those days, I haven't seen you in 2 weeks, so I need to look at everybody's face. Wow. So many beautiful people. I'm here because you were nice enough to hire me. But I'm also here because I believe in God. I believe in one eternal, self-existent cause. I believe that the kingdom of God is within, and we experience this kingdom to the degree we become conscious of it. And I believe in the eternal goodness and the eternal loving kindness and the eternal givingness of God to all. And if you are moved, would you mind joining me with our community statement of faith, please? I believe in one presence and one power, God the good, active in all life. I affirm the divine within me and within all people everywhere. I choose thoughts that create, words that heal, and actions that serve. I practice prayer and am guided, strengthened, and renewed. I commit to living what I know, so my life becomes a force for good in the world. My goodness, yes, that is the point. I will always acknowledge, for me, Woodstock is a holy day of obligation. I will always acknowledge Woodstock weekend. August 16th, was the middle of the 3-day festival of love, music, and art. And I acknowledge it because it is proof positive that people who choose to can get along, and it is our leaders only, and sadly, that lead us into war. The people don't seem to have much of a problem with each other, and it's always important for me, very important for me, to be mindful of that. As it is Woodstock weekend, we're having a little bit of a fundraiser today, and you can buy magic mushrooms and weed and blotter acid up in the fellowship area after church. And come on, let's hear it. Oh, yeah. Because this isn't your mama's Unity Church. We are hip, we are happening, and this is the church of what's happening now. So I'm only kidding. The National Security Administration is watching. We're only kidding. Don't send ICE after me, for crying out loud. Game night is always the last Friday night of every month. And I would like to draw your attention, please, to the pewbacks in front of you. They have been vastly simplified. Yes? Debris be gone. And there are prayer cards. Now, this is a prayer ministry. Largely, Unity is a teaching and a praying order. That is what Unity really is. So do not be shy about using prayer cards and leaving them in the prayer box in the foyer there. And also, if you are in the habit, now that you have something decent to write upon, if you are in the habit of taking notes, please feel free to use the prayer cards to take notes on the back and take them with you. Little scraps of paper are not good enough for note-taking. If an idea strikes you as important enough to write down, then that is your prayer for the week, and it belongs on a prayer card. And so you take that and you keep that with you. Yes? Everything I do always has 3 reasons behind it, and the first is always going to be spiritual. The first is always going to be spiritual. And that said, right after this service, so I know how we need coffee, and Sarma's made some divine treats. Let us come back here at 11:20. I'm going to be doing a presentation that will last no more than an hour on stewardship. We know that we're possibly going to be in transition sometime this year or next year. And I said to the board, before we have any serious conversations about that, I want to give a talk on stewardship and also a class on stewardship. So to the extent we can remember it, that we will pretty much be on the same page. So today's talk is on the spiritual aspects of stewardship, and then during the presentation, which as I say won't be more than an hour, I promise, it'll be on practical and ethical issues around stewardship itself. And since I've never attended anything like that or been to anything or done this before in my life, I had a really, really, really interesting and rewarding 2 weeks, really thinking about this. And for me, it was time well spent, that is for sure. So speaking of stewardship, if our ushers would prance forward, please, on their twinkle toes, we can come on, you go, girl, yeah. You can bring it. Come on down. And if you would affirm our gratitude practice affirmation with me, which is, I choose to give easily and joyfully, for God is my source, and gratefulness is my nature. And now let's sing over this, shall we?
An expression of your unfolding unfolding love. Flow, Spirit, flow through me as I open up to be an expression of your unfolding peace. Show, Spirit, show through me as I open up to be an expression of your unfolding love.
Doctor, do you have another tune for us?
Actually, I do.
You do.
I do.
I love that about you.
And also, this is an audience sing along too for the chorus. I think you know the words. About there. 1, 2, 3, and. Love is but a song we sing, and fear's the way we die. You can make the mountains ring, or make the angels cry. No, the dove is on the wing, and you not need no why. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Some will come and some will go, and we shall surely pass. When the one who left us here returns for us at last, we are but a moment's sunlight fading on the grass. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. If you hear the song I sing, you must understand. You hold the key to love and fear all in your trembling hands. One key unlocks them both, you know it's at your command. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right. One more time, folks. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now, right now, right now.
What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Nothing.
We could have done that one too.
Well, we'll do that next week. And on the 60th anniversary of Woodstock, we'll recreate the entire thing right here. So hang around till 2029. Don't anybody move. Yeah. Say what? It's just 3 years. It's just 3 years. I'm not going anywhere. Great. Stewardship. Right use of resources, however you define them to be. You know, you don't often hear me talk about things from the Bible. And there's a reason for that. Because I don't want you thinking that any book has any more authority or wisdom than you yourself do. However, the New Testament is dedicated to the last great Jewish prophet. His name was Jesus, if you will, Yeshua in Aramaic. And he has a story in the Gospels called the parable of the talents. And I will paraphrase it because it's a really short story, but there are way too many words in the story. And there was a vineyard owner who had 3 servants, and he was going away for some spell of time. And to one of the servants, one of the stewards, he gave 5 talents, which is a unit of money in those days. And I think it's nice that we have that word talent because, you're talented. You've got your own talents, right? And resources. And then he gave one 2 talents to do something with. And he gave 1 talent to the third person. And he said, do what you want with these. I'll be back at some point and we'll talk about it then. And when he comes back in the fullness of time, one of the servants, one of the stewards that he gave the 5 talents to, said to him, "Oh, master, thank you so much for trusting me. I took these 5 talents and I did a little something or other, and I doubled it. I now have another 5 talents, so it's a total of 10. And the master says, "Well done, good and faithful servant," which is where that expression comes from this parable. Well done, good and faithful servant. And then the fella, I assume, that he gave the 2 talents to, says, I took the talents that you gave me, and I did a little this, and I did a little that, and I doubled it as well. So now I have 4. I've got 4 talents. And the owner says, "Well done, good and faithful servant." And the third person comes up to him and says, "Well, I was really, really concerned about this. And so I buried it in the ground because I didn't want to lose it." And the owner isn't so happy with him. He's not happy at all. And he is evicted from the vineyard, from his employment. And he says, go do what you must, but there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth, which is where that expression comes from as well. There's another expression from the Bible that Billie Holiday picked up and used in God Bless the Child, which is, "Them that's got shall have, and them that's don't shall lose." Is this an investment scheme that Jesus is trying to transmit to the people that are listening to him? It's spiritual advice, yes, because the master teacher knows that we live in a spiritual world governed by spiritual principle. This is a metaphysical universe that we live in. And whether we understand how it works or not, it works. There is some mechanism that will help us flourish in life. And I believe that this is the lesson. This is the fullness of this lesson. That if you've got something, you've got to do something with it. Am I going to punish you? No. But you are going to miss a big opportunity if you are given something by accident of birth, by working for it. You've got to do something with it, or else you will lose it. This is a really, really foundational notion. Now, again, do I have to do anything? I don't have to. But I will miss the point of this incarnation, this opportunity, this life I have, if I don't do something productive and creative with what I have been given. It's also a metaphor for how we go through life. If we go through life grasping and desperately holding on to what we have in life is a white-knuckle experience, it's going to be a white-knuckle experience your whole darn life. And who wants to live like that? If you go through life thinking, oh, I've got an advantage here, I wonder what I can do with it. I wonder who I can be now or who I can be next. Then I will be prospered. Not necessarily minute by minute or unit by unit or investment by investment or creative project by creative project, but in the scope of your life you will be prospered. That is the promise of living, and it has been fulfilled for those who are faithful to it. This is not easy, but it is very, very, very simple concept, precept, if you will. If you've been given something, do something with it. They also later on in the Bible use the expression, you hide your light under a bushel. What are you waiting for? What are you hiding from? There's that acronym, is that the right word, when initials stand for something? An acronym of FEAR is false evidence appearing real. False evidence appearing real. Like, oh my God, what if something happens? What if I lose it? You're making up a story. What story do you want to live by? It's either an abundant universe or it's not. And the fact of the matter is, it's an abundant cosmos. It's crazy abundant. It is abundant beyond ways that we can even begin to imagine in our own lives. And nature is not only abundant, it is profligate. It gives everything away every year. Every pine tree, and I've raked up those darn pine cones underneath that tree there. It gives them all away every year. It does not fear. And yet there might be damage at some point. But as long as that tree is there, it does not fear. It does not cling. It does not save. It knows that it's part of a universe that is one self-contained, mutually beneficial recycling bin. Everything, if all matter was created at the instant of the Big Bang, and folks that have higher pay grades than I do affirm that that is true, all the matter there was created at the instant of the Big Bang, then all matter is endlessly recycled and keeps arising as something else, and then goes back to be expressed elsewhere as something else. All matter is endlessly recycled. Doesn't mean you can be stupid, because stupid is as stupid does. There is not a fourth servant in that story that says that they took their 5 talents and they bought magic brownies with it. I mean, we don't have that and then had nothing to show for it. It's not quite the point. But if we are given something, we have a responsibility, or at least this is my worldview, and this is the worldview of all the avatars, of all the different religions, over all cultures. It is the perennial philosophy. This lifetime is a unique and rare occurrence and opportunity. Use it. Use it. Use it wisely and fearlessly. I was away 2 weeks ago at a place that you know I'm quite devoted to, which is the Chautauqua Institution, and it's near Niagara Falls. And it's on the homelands of what is now called the Haudenosaunee Nation. Those of that nation spoke Iroquois, and some of the tribes that consist of that are Onondaga, Oneida, Cayuga, and Mohawk tribes, small tribes that we know of. And it is that nation where we get the notion of being stewards for the seventh generation. And we've all heard that, yes? Seventh generation. I believe that there's a product you can buy that's called seventh generation because it takes care. It's organic, mostly organic based. And you know, there's an amazing sort of co-incidence, co-teaching that's involved with that as well, which is, you know, wherever you got your resources from, it's a gift to be respected, but you can't do anything about it. This is what you have. This is what you've been given. You can't affect the past. But when I have resources that have been entrusted to me to steward, then good stewardship of resources is considering what the implications are going to be for 7 generations coming after me. Yes? Makes sense. So my job at this moment, like a good doctor would be, is to first do no harm. And then to bring all my common sense, my purpose, to bear on the resources that I have, keeping in mind what do I need now, what are my current needs, and how can I help the resources that I've been entrusted with flourish so there is more for those who come after me. What I take away, let me jump back to the Jesus story. What I take away from that also is that there's a subtext. And for me, you know, the miracles are a different kind of thing in the Jesus stories. But the wisdom teachings are really, really rich. And most of the wisdom, for me, lies not in the text, but the subtext. The subtext of the story of the talents is that stewardship is a proactive experience. It is not a reactive one. The one person that was afraid to lose the money reacted to the fear that they had, the fear of future loss. They were reacting, and therefore they were not a good steward of the gift that was given them. The good steward is one that is proactive and not just responding to tragedy by tragedy by tragedy as it happens. You know, I always think Sometimes we have plans to do something fun, maybe go to Europe, and it's, oh gosh, I need a new crown. I need some dental work, so I can't go to Europe. And isn't it funny that we always have money for dental work, but we never have money to enrich our lives? Somebody explain that to me. While there's always money for car repair, and there's never money to go support an artist that you think is really affecting your life in a positive way. That's a stewardship issue for us individually. What's really important here? Well, in my life, both things are important. Both things are important. So, how will you steward the resources that you have individually? Because the focus here is spiritual, the most important resource you have is your consciousness. This is the basis of our teaching. The most important resource you have is your consciousness. And will you guard your mind by allowing only those things that are life-enhancing into your life and saying no thank you to things that are fear-filled, false evidence appearing real? That is one of the biggest jobs we have as human beings, is to watch what we allow into our consciousness. And then once it's there, to constantly be questioning whether something that I think is really true or not, based on a spiritual principle, based on a mechanical principle, based on a fact. Most important asset, resource, is your consciousness. Second most important resource is your physical body, is your health. Am I being a good steward for this experience of my life? Now, for me and my body, I don't have to worry about 7 generations coming after me. So I'm only concerned with this life experience. But how am I taking care of it? Am I taking care of myself in a way that I will naturally flourish? Because the body has astonishing self-healing properties, and if and when we stop doing harm to our bodies, it generally knows how to heal itself. This is a fact. This is not an opinion. It's a fact. Then the other resources you have are your relationships, your aspirations, and lastly is the cash money that we have. Lastly, not firstly. We always tend to think it's first. But again, the most important is your consciousness. And if you want to call that your soul, that's a fair thing to call it too, right? You get that? Yes? Okay. Then your health, then your relationships, then your things. Even Susie Orman says that, doesn't she? Yes, friends first. Money second, friends first. Yeah. So, that said, come up, please. Join me now. The true purpose, the deep purpose, not the true purpose, one of the deep purposes of this particular community that we are entrusted with here is to take care of each other as well. That falls into our relationships, right? And some of us in this church have taken on the duty of having more responsibility than others of us to be good stewards of this community. I happen to think for this church, the most important asset we have is our teaching. And then the next most important one is each other. And then everything comes after that. Everything comes after that. My job is to make sure that I steward the message accurately, to know what the intention was originally when this was created, even when Jesus created it, to know what the intention of the teachings are, and to carry them forward accurately. So for those that are at a place in their life where they can use it, they will, and they will flourish. Imagine the pleasure that that gives me. And then the next thing that's so important, as I said, is how we take care of each other. And so I'm going to invite us now to think about the gifts that we have been given. All these resources, these talents that we have, that we've been endowed by our Creator with unalienable gifts, if you will. And how important that is, that we pay attention to all of them, that they may and we may flourish over time.
In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world full of chaos and noise. And so I wait for these precious moments when I hear all that could never be said. And right here in this holy silence, I find God. I find myself.
Breathe deep. Breathe deeply into the core of your being, into your soul. A place of infinite richness, an inexhaustible resource, your soul, as it is the direct connection to the divine ground of being. See what is there, what gifts you have been given in this lifetime. And ask yourself the question, how will I use these resources that are me? Not only that I might enjoy the fullness of life, but that I might elevate others people's experiences automatically. That's the work of being fully human, or in a spiritual practice. It is not hard. Make it easy. Be at peace, but always curious. And take an inventory right now of what you think is special and valuable and unique about you. Take a moment to recognize it and celebrate it. And we'll support each other in that recognition together in the silence now. I said to my soul, be still and wait. Wait without hope, for it might be hope of the wrong thing. Wait without thought, for I am not ready for thought. And even wait without love, for it might be love of the wrong thing. But be satisfied. There is light enough to take my step and find my foothold. And breathe deep and sit tall. And if you want to take out your angel wings and stretch them and flap them back and forth, you can do that physically and metaphysically. Create a little spaciousness around here and bring your attention back to right here and right now. And I know that your being here on Sunday is an important part of your spiritual practice, and it's got two uses, though. Not only is it good for me to be here on Sunday, but I know that when you are here, your very presence inspires somebody else. And so sometimes, even if you don't feel like staying, or if you feel like staying in bed on a rainy morning and watching cartoons and having an English muffin, you will inspire somebody by showing up. I know that fellowship happens when we encourage each other on our journey. And so reach out to a friend and ask them what they're working on, and ask them to tell you what the full realization of that effort looks like. And say, I can see it too. I can see it too. And as always, you pray for me and I'll pray for you, because that's just what God's children do. And if you are so inclined and able, would you stand please now? And don't forget to come back in exactly 20 minutes for our next presentation, Stewardship Part 2. And let's know the prayer for protection together. Now, the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us, for wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And if you care to grab a hand, you may do that. And if you'd rather not, we respect that. Put your hands over your heart, and let's sing the peace song.